Hi, I'm Tom with Infinity Motorcycles and this is Keis, Explain the Range. Right, Lewis, this Keis video we're doing today, is it Keis or Keis? Keis. Are you sure? Because I've heard Keis and Keis. Hey there, what is your heated clothing brand called? Keis Baby. All right, thank you. Keis. Mate, riding in the cold this time of year is flipping freezing. I absolutely hate it, and I wish I had a sauna built onto my bike to keep me warm. It's detrimental riding in this weather, not just because it's icy. You stiffen up, your fingers become numb, and you become clumsy on the controls, and you start concentrating on being cold rather than what is really important, and that's riding safely. So what can you do? You want to seal yourself in. Tuck your gloves into your jackets, tuck your boots into your trousers, make sure no air can get in, and that little gap between the top of your jacket and your helmet, get yourself a nice snuggly neck tube or a balaclava just to seal it off. I really like to have something over my face, and that keeps the cold, air leaks getting in from the chin vent or cracking the visor. So seal yourself in, make sure no air can get in at all. Wearing a decent set of winter gloves and layering your clothing goes a long way too, and we'll cover those in a separate video. Another key thing is if you start your journey with cold hands, you're going to end the journey with cold hands. So give yourself a chance, put your gloves in before you get out to the bike, or even a quite good tip is to turn your heated grips on, pop your gloves on your heated grips, and then once you've done, I don't know, unlocking the chain and whatever, you can then put them on, and you have nice toasty warm hands. What if you want to take it up a notch and ride in supreme comfort and warmth? Well, you don't need a sauna, that's for sure. This is where Keis comes in. Their range of neck to toe heated clothing is perfect to keep you warm. Unlike a traditional heated garment of old, which uses a copper wire as the heating element, which as it moves it gets brittle and then it can break, and that's how they fail. This uses a special micro carbon fibre which is flexible and moves with your body. This is why Keis will offer a lifetime warranty on the heated elements. That's because they aren't designed to break, they're supposed to be flexible and move with you. So how does it work? By the magic of far infrared. You know when you're outside on a really cold day, but there's no clouds in the sky and the sun's out and it warms you up? It's sort of like that. It doesn't heat the air, it's using those rays to keep you warm. Like magic. The 12-volt electricity powers these bad boys, and that can be done with this portable lithium-ion battery or by plugging directly into your motorcycle battery. And what that means for you is you can ride out to your local biker's cafe, keep yourself nice and warm by using your bike's electricity, and then when you get off, you have your cup of tea and your fry, and you might go wander outside, you can then plug into the portable battery and still keep yourself warm, ready for that ride home. A note on connecting it to your bike's battery. Now Keis do provide you with this little wiring kit here. It comes with all the cables, all the fuses that you might need, and then a little chart there as well. Now what this does is if you're integrating a couple of garments, then you'll need to calculate how much current it's going to draw and then put the right protection in place, basically pick the right fuse for how many items you're going to need. Now if you do get stuck, don't be afraid to give us a call or pop into one of our shops and we'll be happy to give you a hand. Now some of you may notice that I said the word integrated, and what does that mean? Well, all the bits that Keis do actually plug together. So this jacket will plug into these gloves, which will plug into these trousers and into the insoles. So that means that it's only one connection from your bike to you, and that means that power goes around and then one controller to control it all. So it really is a neck to toe solution to keeping you warm. Whilst everything can be powered off the portable lithium-ion battery, I wouldn't recommend it for something like this heat-pumping J501 Premium Jacket. This thing will drain one of those in about 20 minutes on maximum power. So if you have something like this, I would recommend getting it wired up to your bike. Same with the trousers. Again, you're going to use up a lot of energy because it's quite a big item. Something small like these little inner gloves, the outer gloves, and even the insoles. Yes, that's right, you can keep your feet warm. They can be powered quite happily off that portable lithium-ion battery. For me personally, I love the inner gloves. This is something that I really suffer with, is cold fingers. My fingers are always the first things to go really numb and horrible, and my commute is long enough that my fingers can go cold, but not so long that the rest of me gets cold, so these are a big win. Now the jacket, personally, I do really like it, but I think it's a bit overkill for my requirements, so I would rock this, the body warmer. I really like this. It's quite nice. Actually, I think it's a bit snug. It might be a bit small, most people would say, but I quite like it snug fitting. I like it quite close. It means I can then put another layer on top if I wanted to. Let me talk you through the body warmer. Now, there are going to be a couple of differences between the vest and the jacket, but I'll explain those. They are very similar products in how they work though. So we have a pocket here for our right hand. Now on the left, it's not actually a pocket on the body warmer. It's where we plug our controller into. Now we can pull off this dummy cable here, like so. And then we can plug in our heat controller. Now the heat controller has 3 modes, low, medium and high, and obviously off. And that just plugs straight on there on those connectors where we pulled them off earlier. Now on the jacket, you do have this pocket and then another pocket for your left hand. It's a jacket, so it does function as outerwear as well as going underneath. Now moving on to the inside, please excuse my microphone cable. We have a pocket here for our portable lithium-ion battery. In here we have our power lead, i.e. how the power gets to it. So we can either plug this into our motorcycle, or we can feed it through this little weatherproof connector here, and that will run us off the portable battery. Down here we have an output, and what that does is that sends it to your trousers or your inner soles, and that basically can go straight down. On the left hand here we have one for the glove, so you can run a glove off this one. Right hand glove there. Now you will need, if you have a body warmer or a vest, you'll need a separate pack which comes with a lead for each side. If you have the jacket, the leads are already built into the sleeves. Last thing we're going to look at is the G501 armoured glove. Now we have armour here. It's waterproof, abrasion resistant, and most importantly heated. So the power gets in the same way as the inner gloves through the sleeves, but you do have a built-in controller. So you can press that and that does your modes, and that will light up green, amber or red depending on how high a heat you have. The last couple of items that I'm going to talk about are the trousers and the insoles. Now, unfortunately, I don't have them here with me today, but I can still talk you through. Now, the trousers do come with their own integrated controller, which is held on something called the trouser controller flap. Seriously, it does work in the same way as all the other products. You have the controller, you plug it in, and it heats up. The insoles are pretty cool. They come in 4 different sizes, and you can trim them to fit your boots, so they fit perfectly. And again, they just plug in. If you've got the trousers, you can plug them all in together. If not, and you just have the jacket, you can plug them. There's a little lead down the bottom, like I showed you earlier, and that will go down your trousers and heat up your feet. So that was just a brief look at what Keis have to offer. If you'd like to see the full range, head over to www.infinitymotorcycles.com. We look forward to bringing you more in our Explain the Range series. I've been Tom, and thank you for watching. So how does it work? Now, I'm actually getting really hot and it's not even on.